Hello, my friend. Grab your cup of whatever's in there. Grab your cup because today we're going to talk about how to protect your peace and stay joyful this holiday season. Okay, so welcome to Tuesday Tea with Evelyn, and I am sipping again. This is my favorite. It's decaf black tea, and it's by Trader Joe's. It's a decaf black tea, and I like it because it's decaf, but it still gives me that full flavor of a black tea. So there you have it. Love it. Okay, so today I want to hear what you have in your cup. And it could be wine because maybe you're listening to this in the evening. But whatever it is, enjoy this while we talk about holidays and how to have it a little bit more peaceful. So just breathe, sit back, take a sip, and listen in. Okay, so first of all, we need to recognize that there are some holiday stressors. Um, it's different from when we were kids, right? When you were kids, it's the anticipation and the fun, and you just can't wait. And if you grew up in a household that talked about Santa, then it's that fun element as well. So that was all great. But when you become an adult, and when we're women, holidays just come a little bit differently, right? You have kids and you're working and there's all the different things because our schedules can now become overpacked, right? I mean, we've got the endless to-do list, we've got the kids' schedules and their performances, or maybe the grandkids and their performances that we want to, do those. And then you have maybe an office party for you and maybe a spouse. Then you've got let's see what else happens. You've got all the organizations that you're in, and they all have some element of holiday fun and activities, and just a lot. And then not to mention the financial pressures because we want to gift people that we love, and we forget that we are the present. We show up, we can be the present, but again, we want to be able to give to others. And so there's that financial pressure. And not just for that, there's the cooking, the shopping, and I'm talking shopping for the food, and we're not talking like one day. We're talking like there's Thanksgiving, and then there's, the Christmas as well, and then Christmas Eve, and just all the things that surrounds that. So it's a gift giving overwhelm. It could be the financial pressures. It could be family dynamics. Like maybe you're not living anywhere near your family and you're missing them and they can't come to you and you can't come to them for whatever reason. It could just be because of jobs. It could also be because of financial, situations as well. Or maybe you are going to be around families, but maybe your family's not very close. And so then there's that tension as well. And then we get busy and then we're not getting this proper sleep. I hope you are. I hope you are. I hope you're listening to me and say, yeah, you still have to prioritize yourself. But maybe in the past you weren't prioritizing sleep, you weren't prioritizing self-care. And so, and then like I know for me, and back in the day, I don't do it now, but back in the day, Christmas Eve was like the event, to be at for me. And I would have first family and then I'd do an element for the neighbors. And I was like this Martha Stewart persona. That was just who I was and what I loved to do. And I did days and days and days, actually weeks of prepping for food and no one bought anything. I never wanted potluck. It was like this was my gift to you. So it was like the full course meals with all the different courses. Yeah, that's what they're called, right? When you have like the appetizers and all the different courses in a meal. So that plus so many desserts, and then the gifting, and it was just so much fun. It's just what brought me pleasure and joy. But that was a different stage of my life. I don't do that now. So So sometimes we need to shift how we do things. Like maybe there was a season when you get did all went all out, but maybe this isn't your season anymore. We have different chapters in our lives, and we have to embrace and remember and love the things that we had, but then making new chapters along the way. We're going to do that all the time anyway. As our kids get older, things change. As they get married and move out and have their own families, things get changed. So we're always having to be flexible and growing differently. So and I just want to remember your whole focusing on the meaning and not performance, and remembering that the holiday season, especially the Christmas season, remembering like what are we really celebrating. Are we remembering that this is the time that we're celebrating the birth of our Lord? um, that is, and we keep that first and center, I think everything else will fall in place. And having some time for like devotional a little bit every day, like reading a little bit to keep you centered and remembering what we're doing. And then also remembering that there's the shortest sentence in the world, I think, is no. Capital N, lowercase o, period. Lots of sentence. You can't do everything. Sometimes you have to just protect your peace and protect your space and say no. I mean, there's so many different things. I mean, there's always a big list of things I want to do, and I can't do it all. I can't, so I pick and choose. I have to take those priorities, and then just invite God into that planning with you. Like, okay, Lord, what are we doing this year? You know, what are we doing? So invite him in it, because remember, this is all about him. This is his season. So you can use a master planner to help you strategize. And so I got you covered. Yeah, I have a holiday planning survival checklist for you. It's actually 2 pages, but I accidentally printed mine on 1 page. But you can do it that way, or you can have 2 different pages. But it's a checklist for you and some different things to help you to remember to do. And then on here, I also want you to remember, self-care. I don't think I put that on there. I was just doing all the different preparations. One of the things on there is delegation list. Okay, so check it out. It's a free resource for you. It's a free downloadable. It's on my website. So just fill out the form so it gets to you, and it's absolutely free. But just remember that every day, just think about like one thing that you're grateful for, and just write it out. Like, what am I thankful for today? What happened this season today? Because I also want this to be a memorable, fun experience for you. I mean, every holiday should bring some type of pleasure, but for me, my holiday, this is my favorite holiday, and I'm always going to take time for my Hallmark Christmas movies too. I got that scheduled in. Got to do my Hallmark Christmas movies, but all the other things as they fit into my schedule, I will do that. But I'm still gonna do my self-care. I'm still gonna do my exercises. I'm still gonna do my skincare, my spa. I'm always gonna do that because that's so important. So keeping myself centered and taking care of myself is a great way of how I'm able to go out extra to take care of other people. So remember that your presence matters more than your presentation. Because I know we want to do everything so perfectly, and it's not about perfection. It's about the presence that we're giving to our people. I don't want you to be so stressed trying to get everything done, because it can be, like I said, a stressful time, because as moms or as women, we've just got so much that we're juggling, right? And then maybe there's even like, we're the ones that usually have to do the flights, if you're traveling out, or doing the preparations of people coming into your home for the holidays. It's just all the things, like, again, like I said, the shopping, the cooking, the prep for the cooking, the shopping for the gifts, the gift wrapping, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I just want you to remember why we're celebrating. Keep that um, foremost and center of what you're doing, and then grab your holiday survival checklist, because this will also kind of help keep you a little bit organized with everything so you don't feel as overwhelmed. Okay. So, and then tell me below, like what is your favorite tradition during the holiday? Like what do you love doing? And has it shifted over time? Has it shifted? Because, that's just life. It just moves. It's just a fluid, life is just so fluid. It's always going to be changing. And we just need to be flexible and not get stuck in, but this is what we've always done. We just sometimes have to change it up. All right. Love to hear from you. Enjoy your cup of whatever it is. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.